There are calls tonight for more research, funding and specialist clinics for long COVID sufferers. 20 months into the pandemic, those whose physical and mental health is still affected after contracting the virus have been telling STV News that more resources are needed as a matter of urgency. It comes as recent figures show more than 100,000 people in Scotland are thought to be suffering from the condition. Louise Hosey reports.
It's been nearly 2 years since Callum tested positive for coronavirus. His symptoms were initially mild, but a few weeks later he started feeling unwell. Since then, the effects of long COVID have been so severe he's had to give up his job and move back in with his parents.
It felt like I was hit by a truck. Even something as simple as standing up for 45 minutes to an hour, I need to lie down and rest for 2 hours and it'll be as if I'm almost in pain. You know, it's like the life has been squeezed out of me. It's put a speed limit on my life, as it were. I have to take it easy, I have to pace myself, draw out the days.
9-year-old Anna also suffers from long COVID. She's been unable to return to school since August 2020. Her mum says the condition has damaged her muscles so badly she now needs a wheelchair.
It's no life. She's surviving each day, not living. When there are children like Anna who are now coming up to 20 months of being extremely unwell, and we don't really know what to do. We desperately need more data and more research in children. She is just so down. Her mood is so low. It's heartbreaking to see her like this.
Dr. Sean Qureshi was caring for COVID patients when he caught coronavirus. His parents have now become his carers and he also uses a wheelchair. He says better protective equipment is needed for staff in Scotland's hospitals.
I would like to see health and social care workers empowered to expect that they are going to go to work and being given robust protection, being given every protection that is possible to give to stop them from getting this illness. There is no time to lose. It needs to happen now. Health and social care workers need to be given better workplace protection.
Recently released figures show around 100,000 people in Scotland are suffering from long COVID. 67,000 of those who reported it said they'd experienced the condition for at least 12 weeks, with a further 37,000 saying it had continued for more than a year. Common symptoms included fatigue, shortness of breath, difficulty concentrating and muscle ache. Callum, Helen and Sean say more research, support and action is needed to help long COVID sufferers. This includes more funding and the setting up of specialist clinics.
So the UK government has made some investment. The Scottish government invested 2.5 million in 2020 into studies of treatments. But this is really just scratching the surface. I mean, we will have to have substantially greater investment into clinical studies and clinical trials if we want to have an effective treatment.
Of course, we need to understand the condition a lot more. But what we do understand now is that people are crying out for help. And they're crying out for support. And that support needs to be there right now.
The Scottish Government says it's delivering a range of services to support the individual needs of people affected by long COVID. This includes a £10 million support fund. Callum says despite the difficulties he faces, he wants to offer hope to other sufferers.
It's an incredibly difficult thing to go through, but you're not alone. There's a lot of people who are going through a similar thing.
Louise Hosey, STV News.